Great. I'd now like to invite Margaret Asmus up to present the final special award for today, and it's a new award. And I'm so excited actually about who is receiving this award, a good friend and mutual acquaintance of another good friend of ours, Kevin Allardyce, but I'm getting out of the way.
Just before I start this, I gotta say, I've been involved with sustainability and environmental things for over 40 years. And I'm beginning to realize that I'm a dinosaur because all of this talk of like virtual reality goggles, AI, data-driven work, it's sort of like, oh, that's not the way I came through this. But anyway, it's exciting, but it's a new era. That's definitely clear. And I think our next project is an indication of that too. So this is a new award, the Recognition Award for Energy Innovation. Was established to honor initiatives that contribute to advancing renewable and alternative energy solutions in Saskatchewan. This award recognizes organizations, businesses, municipalities, or community groups that demonstrate leadership in promoting, implementing, or educating others about innovative energy technologies and their role in achieving a more sustainable future. And the winner this year is the Clean Energy Podcast, as represented by James Whittingham and Brian Stockton.
Do I have any slides? Please let there be slides because I didn't buy my reading glasses. I'll have to work off the slides. Dr. Petry, it's been about 40 years. We were both teenagers. I think the last time I saw you, you were off to Cambridge and I was off to the U of R film program. And I thought, I'm not going to see him again, but here we are. It's an honor, a tremendous honor for a podcaster to be among people who do real work like you. So thank you. And keep doing the work you're doing. I'm very honored to be here. Just before the pandemic, my film prof friend, Brian Stockton, and I started a podcast, as everyone does, I'm sure. I mean, if you don't have one, who are you? You shouldn't be here. Everyone has a podcast, but that's kind of the problem. But we probably would have stopped if it wasn't for the pandemic because I just wanted someone to talk to for an hour every week. So we started doing our podcast by remote, and we continue to do so because we became very efficient at that. We've had a lifelong interest, and by the way, just clear your throat. Don't stand up. Your glutes are getting a workout today, and no one's paying attention to you, frankly. So just give me a signal because I'm looking up here. We use humor. I have a comedy background. My co-host has a comedy background in filmmaking. We use humor because it's a very dark, bloody subject. And people have climate anxiety. I was talking to someone earlier who got into this, who's here today because his son had climate anxiety when he learned about climate change in elementary school. And I'm inspired to keep doing what we do. We have an audience, next slide, that goes around the world, of course. We create video clips that are educational. We sometimes hold policymakers to account and teach them a lesson in humility. I find it's very difficult around here. You don't know what's going on in the world because what's going on in the world is not what's going on here. Except for a friend from L'Orange, we would do a story on you. That's the type of thing that we cover. Next slide. We do things like utility solar. I've always had an interest in electric cars, so I don't make a lot of money, but I got one brought in from Montreal for $10,000, and it paid for itself in 5 years. And my cohort is wealthy, and he has 3. So, and, you know, we tell stories about driving to work past people getting boosts at -40. And no one around here thinks electric cars work. Maybe some of you don't, but they do. They work better than combustion vehicles. Next slide, please. So we are, occasionally, we've learned a lot. We didn't intend to learn as much as we learned. And sometimes we teach lessons. So we discovered that, you know, the country of Netherlands is a tiny little country that fits into Saskatchewan very easily. And it's about the same latitude. And it has, right now, I think it's up to, this was from 2023, it has about 1,000 times the solar power that Saskatchewan has. Although if you had a solar panel in the Netherlands and kept it there for a year, it would produce a certain amount of power. You took it to Saskatchewan, it would produce 140% of that. And yet, they have 1,000 times more solar. So it's public policy that is holding us back, and attitudes. And we use passion and anger sometimes to make our point. And people like that. They're always writing in. James went off again. I loved it. So that's what we do. And that's kind of the difference in our podcast. We do energy stories every week. They're almost always good news stories. And there's so many good news stories taking place. It's largely driven by economics. We feel that is now unstoppable. So even if you're ignorant, even if you are against it, even if oil pays your politicians money, we are still going to advance because the economics of clean energy and clean transportation has already taken over. It's happening in other parts of the world. And that's my presentation. Thank you.